What's up, guys? It's me. So today we're going to be doing our final Oscar winner predictions for 2023. It's been a while, it's been a long journey, but now we're finally here. Let's get started. So for Best Picture, I feel like Everything Ever at Once is just going to dominate the awards, but especially Best Picture. It won every single award, SAG, PGA, every Guild Award ever. It is winning, guys. If you think Top Gun Maverick's going to win, you're delusional at this point. Best Director, the Daniels, Everything Ever at Once. Guys, it's a clean lock. Like, I have not seen a lock this locky since, like, Nomadland, or since, like, 12 Years a Slave. It's winning Best Picture. It's winning Best Director. Steven Spielberg is not going to win. Best Actor, it's Austin Butler versus Brendan Fraser, and this is giving me a lot. It's pretty tough for me. It's giving me a lot of, like, it's giving me a hard time, and I really don't know who to go with. But I'm going to go with Austin Butler because of the makeup stat and the BAFTA stat. But I really want Brendan Fraser to win, so I might hope predict him, but the thing is, I want to get it right, so I'm going to go with Austin Butler. But the thing about Austin Butler is that he hasn't really won that much like critics awards. It's all been Austin Butler or Colin Farrell. But with Colin Farrell now out of the race, I feel like Brendan Fraser has an upper hand. But Elvis is also in the Best Picture. Austin Butler is in the Best Picture nominee, which is Elvis, and Elvis got nominated for 8 categories. So it's kind of crazy that Austin Butler is like in this predicament. But the thing is, I feel like Brendan Fraser is so strong, and his comeback narrative is also really strong. I have no clue how this is going to go. I'm just going to go with Austin Butler. Best Actress is also a race. I don't know how it's going to go, but I'm going to go with Michelle Yeoh because of the passion. If Kate Blanchett wins, I feel like it's going to be a bit disappointing at this point, although there be it, she does deserve it a lot. But Michelle Yeoh, it's her time. Her performance moved a lot of people. Give it to her. Best Supporting Actor is Ki Hwan. I think that's all I have to say for that. Best Supporting Actress is pretty interesting. It's a 3-horse race. Jamie Lee Curtis, Angela Bassett, and Carrie Condon. I'm gonna go with Carrie Condon, the BAFTA winner. It's whenever the supporting races are up in the air, the BAFTA winner usually gets it. Mark Rylance and Bridge of Spies, and it's like it really reminds me of that right now. I don't think Angela Bassett's gonna win at this point. I feel like Jamie Lee Curtis is probably at number 2, and yeah, I feel like Carrie Condon is gonna have this, and she's gonna be the only one that Banshees of Inisherin gets at the end of the day. Best original screenplay, Everything Ever All at Once. I feel like Banshees could win, but at this point, the passion for Everything Ever at Once, it's kind of giving me Parasite winning over Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and like kind of like if you win Best Picture, it's kind of like a package, especially since the word original is Everything Ever at Once. It is so original. And I feel like that may also help Everything Ever at Once win the Best Original Screenplay award. Best Adapted Screenplay, we got Women Talking. I feel like Women Talking is going to win, especially with the WGA one. That's why I kind of waited long to post this video. But if Women Talking lost their Top Gun Maverick, I would have predicted All Quiet on the Western Front to easily snatch this award. But the thing is, war movies rarely win this award, especially when it's war-centered war movies. I don't think it usually wins screenplay awards. And the thing is, I don't think All Quiet of the Western Front is going to win that many awards besides the technicals, and I feel like Woman Talking, this is Sarah Polley's time to take a screenplay award, and they snub Woman Talking across the board. It would make a lot of sense for them to make up. Okay, now this is a really interesting category. So the precursors have been split like a lot, so you basically have to go with the instinct, right? And I feel like All Quiet makes this most sense, logically speaking. I mean, it got nominated for Best Picture and all that, but and Everything Ever All at Once has a stat with Best Song and Best Score, that kind of being a package, and being a Best Picture nominee as well. This year kind of reminds me a lot of the year of Beale Street Could Talk getting snubbed, and Babylon does remind me a lot about if Beale Street Could Talk, the score getting snubbed for Black Panther, which didn't win a single precursor, but I feel like Babylon's score is just way too iconic, and I know personal feelings aside, I think All Quiet's going to win, but Babylon, I just have a feeling it's going to win. I know this feeling is not going to be right at the end of the day, but Babylon, it's there's so much passion for the score. I don't see in any other film score nominated, and I'm gonna go with Babylon. And I really want Justin Hurwitz to win his 3rd Oscar. So like, please make Babylon win. Best cinematography, I'm going with All Quiet on the Western Front. Not only is it the best looking movie out of the bunch, it also won the BAFTA, and I feel like the BAFTA is pretty trusted when it comes to cinematography. And also, Elvis won the Cinematographer's Guild Award, but I feel like it was because All Quiet wasn't nominated. I'm kind of surprised they didn't give it to Top Gun Maverick, but I guess there's no support for that when it comes to cinematographers liking the movie. But yeah, I feel like All Quiet's gonna win. It feels right. I don't, as much as I would want Elvis to win because it'd be the first woman cinematographer, I don't think it'd be necessarily deserved. And I feel like All Quiet it knocked me out of the park when it comes to, like, it knocked me out of my socks when it came to the cinematography. So I'm like, it would be more than deserving. Best costume design, I think Black Panther could win, but I feel like Elvis has like that period like thing going on, and Black Panther already won for the first one, so I think there's like the least of like this urgency to give it again, to give the award again. And I feel like Elvis won the BAFTA and every like Costume Designers Guild award, so I feel like it does bide well. And Everything Ever at Once won over Black Panther for the Costume Designers Guild award, so I think that kind of shows a weak spot for Black Panther. And I also feel like Everything Ever at Once could win this award, but I don't think Everything Ever at Once is going to sweep every single award it's nominated for, so I'm just going to go with Elvis for this one. Okay, so with Best Production Design, Babylon has swept every single award. At the beginning, I thought I was kind of worried about Babylon because it did lose a lot of steam. It didn't get nominated for Best Picture, and I think winning score 2 awards was too much. But it has been like the clear frontrunner for production design, and I feel like it has to win at this point. Like, how would it not win? And the production design was absolutely insane. So I feel like if it doesn't win at this point, I feel like it'd be like one of the biggest stumps of all time. But like Babylon, it's winning. I feel really bad about going against the sound stat, but Everything Ever at Once has swept every single editing award: the BAFTA, the Editors Guild, the Eddie Awards, the Critics' Choice Awards. Like Top Gun Maverick has only won the ACE, which it was in contention with Everything Ever. I'm sorry, did I say ACE? Eddie Awards, when Everything Ever at Once wasn't in contention. It was in a different category, so I don't think it really counts. And yeah, Top Gun Maverick could win. Dune won without winning any of the precursors, but the thing that separates Dune is that there wasn't a clear frontrunner while it was sweeping, like, it didn't win any of the precursors. There is a frontrunner for this category, Everything Ever at Once, which won every award. It was not Top Gun, every award, Everything Ever at Once won was against Top Gun Maverick, and the fact that it's so strong for editing, I don't see a reason for Top Gun to win besides the sound stat. And let me tell you this, it's a stat. Stats are supposed to break. Coda broke like 16 stats that I knew last year. Stats are meant to break, and I feel like this year is going to make that stat break. I thought The Whale was going to win at the beginning of like the nomination starts, but as soon as like the precursors start, as soon as Best Actor seemed to be more like front, like we know that Austin Butler is the front runner still, I feel like Elvis is going to have the upper edge when it comes to makeup. But I feel like even if Brendan Fraser wins Best Actor, I think Elvis is still going to win makeup because what it did to like Austin Butler and Priscilla Presley and Tom Hanks' character, the Parker, it's amazing. And it's like Elvis deserves to win, and I feel like Elvis is going to win because it transformed a lot of characters. And at the end when Elvis is like aged up, he got the the makeup on. I feel like that the Vera Farmiga makeup, I feel like that's really good. So I think it's going to win. I am kind of this is kind of risky. It's a risky category, but I still feel like Naatu Naatu is going to win for RRR. Honestly, I could see Rihanna win the Oscar for Black Panther. I can honestly see Everything Ever at Once win the Oscar for Best Song as well because of the passion. But I feel like Naatu Naatu is such an iconic song, and it's been playing in Academy museums, and it's like, come on, guys, give it to the best song. Now, we got Top Gun Maverick for Best Sound. Now, I know a lot of people are predicting All Quiet on the Western Front to win this, but Top Gun Maverick just feels like a sound winner to me. Like, as soon as it got released, I knew it was going to win sound. And the fact that, like, I don't know, this has been, like, such a sure thing, like, all year. I don't know why people are just switching just because it won, like, a BAFTA award, which All Quiet just swept. I don't know why they're taking like All Quiet so seriously for this category. Maybe I'm wrong about it, but war movies have won in the past, and I feel like Top Gun Maverick, it just feels like a sound winner. And not only that, it won the Sound Guild Award, so over All Quiet on the Western Front, which was nominated. So I'm kind of convinced it's going to win, but it's a two-horse race. I'm not sure about it. Congratulations, Avatar. You have won Best VFX. Now we got Best Animated Feature, and I feel like it's a lock at this one. Pinocchio swept every award. It's Pinocchio. International Feature, All Quiet on the Western Front. It's winning. It's an absolute lock. It's winning, guys. Best Documentary. I'm going to go with The Following. At first, I thought this was like 4 or 3, but it's been winning PGA and BAFTA, and it just feels like the documentary winner. Okay, so to give a quick rundown of the shorts, I feel like My Year of Dicks is going to win animated short because they always go with like the one with the coolest name. And My Year of Dicks is like the most mature one, and they give it to the most mature one last year. So I think they're going to do the same for this year. But The Boy, the Mole, the Fox, and the Horse can win as well. I watched it. It wasn't that good, not going to lie. But I feel like the Oscars would go. And Oscars told me the world is fake, and I still believe it. That also has a really good title. But the thing is, I don't think the short's really that accessible to Academy member voters. Documentary short, we got Stranger at the Gate. I feel like Stranger at the Gate is going to win. I don't know. I just have a feeling people are predicting The Elfin Whisperers, but maybe they're right about that. And Best Live Action Short, we got An Irish Goodbye. Yeah, I think this is winning. I don't know about you guys, but like, come on. It also won the BAFTA, which isn't saying much, but I still hold it against.